Gatwick Airport is one of the busiest airports in the world. With its many tourists, travelers, and innocent civilians, it might seem to be a place free from crime. However, because it's south of London, it's one of the biggest and most important pieces of drug transportation infrastructure in the UK. Because of this, the UK government has taken steps to restrict the flow of drugs into and out of Gatwick through the use of airport security. Employing sniffer dogs, thorough searches, and highly trained personnel, the staff at Gatwick work tirelessly to keep the UK clean from drugs and other contraband being smuggled in from abroad. To protect against this, they need to keep in mind the many ways in which the drug trade employs its smugglers, using body packing, concealed cargo, luggage concealment, inside men, and so on. Because of this, the team has to be extra thorough with each individual in their airport to make sure that they are safe. In this video, we will go over a few examples of real attempts to smuggle drugs and other contraband into the country. The UK airport security detected that 2 suitcases within their processing might contain contraband as based on reactions from their sniffer dogs. Because of this, they find the owners of the bags. The owner of the first suitcase is a mother and child, who are quickly apprehended and led into a search area to look for any drugs on their person and interrogated.
Drug. Your bags. The bags you just said are yours. Therefore, I am arresting you on suspicion of being involved in the importation of controlled drug. Do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence. Do not mention when questioned. Something may later rely in court. Anything you do so may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
The woman is led away for further questioning, but protests her innocence.
Please don't play the game. Right, we're going to be getting some women in to search you anyway.
That's fine.
In addition to this, there is the owner of the second bag, was a man who made explicit claims of ownership of the bag. The man is led for later questioning. The 2 suspects are being processed. While that happens, we can find out what's inside the suitcases, brown parcels, and within them, herbal marijuana. While the man is in holding, he gets several phone calls. Another passenger coming in from Argentina is stopped. His bag is filled to bursting with money, none of which he has officially declared.
Found some money. I've not counted it yet, but he's actually told me that it's about $35,000.
Okay, is that US dollars?
US
yeah,
dollars.
okay.
There.
What's he doing with it? What's he say he's doing with it?
Doesn't have any specific reason for it.
Any sum of money above 10,000 euros needs to be declared. The reason for this is that officials need to make sure that the money being transported doesn't have ties to criminal activity, and thus they need to have official documentation and authorization to carry such large amounts of money.
The money is mine.
The money is all yours, yeah. Well, what is it for?
Well, this is the one where I explained to your colleague. I just went back to Argentina for a week. Because my mother died 4 or 5 years ago. And then we just finished all the stuff with regards to the money and
The will and the inheritance, yeah, okay.
This is basically my share.
Have you got documentation to prove that? Because otherwise the money can be seized off you. Because you're travelling with over £5,000 worth of cash and you haven't got any...
Oh no, certainly I can, I mean...
And how long would it take you to get these documents?
Well, they're in Argentina.
They're in Argentina, are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get copies.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever the courier takes.
Right.
So what are you going to do with the money you've got now then? This money you've got with you today, what are you going to do?
This one?
Yeah.
I was planning just to basically... first, we were thinking on doing an extension in the house.
Yeah.
But we didn't discuss further, really. It's not a decision.
No.
So in the meantime, probably going to...
Have you got kids in that?
Yes.
How many?
2 kids.
Oh, all right.
The reason why I did this way, I don't have an account in Buenos Aires anymore. I mean,
But the man's answers are starting to convince. After Kim's background searches show nothing on their system, the officers have a change of heart.
Sarah, it's Kim. Hi, this is going nowhere. I think I've seen his business card. He's on 60,000 a year. He gets on average, 5,000–6,000 a year bonus. He's got a 3-bedroom house. When Franco asked him what he wanted to use the money for, he was going to put some in the bank, and he was talking about actually perhaps doing an extension because his kitchen's a bit small. I mean, he's very relaxed. His non-verbals are very good as well. I think he's a genuine guy, and I think we'll just send him away. Yeah, and just say next time, make sure you bring all the documents with you.
Thank you very much.
According to the man, he was carrying money from his mother's death and inheritance. The man could not provide sufficient legal documentation to prove his statement, and thus the money in his bag was temporarily seized, whilst the man was kept in holding, whilst background checks and investigations were run to test the veracity of his claims. The police found the man to be telling the truth, and thus they allowed him to leave the airport with his cash in tow. Ultimately, despite the initial suspicions surrounding the man, it turned out that he was completely innocent. This, however, was not the case for the pregnant woman and man.
She had 8 blocks in the bag. All of them are about 2 kilos each, but I'll chuck them on the scales in a minute and just get a weight of all of them together.
They then ran field tests to see if the substance in the bag was herbal cannabis, as initially thought. Returning to the drug smuggling man. The man and woman both had 8 parcels of drugs in their bags, each one weighing in at around 2 kilos. The total weight each one carried was about 17.5 kilos. This meant that in total they planned to smuggle in about 34 kilos of drugs. The 2 of them were arrested for smuggling drugs. However, marijuana isn't the only thing that's illegal to bring into the EU. Another would be cigarettes. More specifically, it's a common practice for tourists to buy massive amounts of discounted cigarettes from outside of the EU and sell them within the EU for personal profit. And this is something we will see happen right now as a couple is stopped and searched for cigarettes.
Are these your bags?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you pack them yourself?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have anything to declare to customs?
Customs? We European Union.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any cigarettes with you? I know we.
Some. Two for us.
Yeah, but how many cigarettes have you got?
Smuggle 3 for Kalina.
Any in your luggage? No cigarettes? No. Right, okay.
Apart from these ones.
Straight away, the couple are busted.
Cigarettes. So why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
You don't know why you didn't tell me? Okay.
More cigarettes are found concealed in cereal boxes.
So why are they hidden?
I don't know.
You don't know why you hide them, and you don't know why you didn't tell me about them.
For friends.
You do know what's going to happen, don't you? You're going to lose all these cigarettes, yes? The cigarettes are not purchased in the European Union, are they? They're not tax-paid cigarettes anyway.
Is there a problem with this?
Yes, absolutely there's a problem. When you lie to me and you try to hide cigarettes, then yes, there's a problem. Do you not understand that?
The couple were taken to the back of the airport for a more thorough investigation of their luggage, where the authorities understood how many cigarettes these 2 bought. The cigarettes they bought were immediately confiscated. They had 1,800 cigarettes. The unpaid duty would have been £360. The couple were let off with a warning and sent on their merry way.